Hey guys, Axelon here. So something weird happened. My mic suddenly, like, for a while now, like, it wasn't picking up enough volumes. I had to turn the boost up really high. And then for some reason, I don't know, maybe it was, like, loose or something, but it clicked today. So when I recorded the commentary for this video, well, my voice is, like, super loud and it's exploding everywhere. I'm like, oh my god. But unfortunately, I can't just discard this video. I don't want to discard it because this is where I beat this gym leader. You know, sorry spoilers. But anyway, so I leveled up a little bit, but the main thing I did was, as you can see on the interface to the right, I put Mudkip in the PC and I brought out Avion. So I'm attacking the gym leader here. I used Flame Wheel on the jump luff. And of course, this gym leader is aggravating. I'm glad it only took me 2 tries, because if I had to do this a third time, I would be so beside myself with rage. Just, So anyway, this is the first time I've done a commentary like this, where it's like a post-commentary, just commenting on the video itself, so let you guys know what you think about it. Alright, this Venusaur. So last video, I determined that it has 4 moves. It has Swords Dance, it has Synthesis, it has Sleep Powder, and it has Earthquake. So, the first thing I did was grab Avion out of the PC and grind it up to a reasonable level, because it was like level 22 or something last time I used him. And now I'm just weathering out the storm. This Venusaur can literally do nothing to hurt me. It can do absolutely nothing. It can do that little Swords Dance it just did right there. But there is nothing it can do. It can Earthquake all day. All day. So it's using a Swords Dance again. Can't remember what I think I don't know why I didn't just use an Awakening here. I think I was just trying to avoid having it use Sleep Powder on me over and over again after using an item, which I think happened later on anyway. Yeah, and every member on this team has leftovers. Every single one. Let's see. Yeah, and this goes on. This fight right here. This Venusaur. This is why this video is so long, or is as long as it is, because of this. Like, I can't switch out. If I switch out, it's going to kill me with an Earthquake, because it's already done like 2 or 3 Swords Dance moves already. So it will one-hit kill anything except Avion, because Avion is immune to Earthquake. And then, of course, I get it down to half health, and it heals itself, you know, completely back. And then when I see this, and when I see it wasting its Synthesis moves, I decide, I won't use an item yet. Because, you know, why? Why? Like, this is great. Thankfully, the AI is kind of dumb. Get a nice critical hit here. Not that it matters, because, as you will see, he keeps healing. And he keeps doing that. That got annoying real quick. And I think it was about here when I got impatient. And, I started using items. Yep, yeah, here it is. This is me getting upset. Go. So then I decided on a different tactic. I decide, what if instead of just using a bunch of wing attacks, I use Double Team. That way it stops hitting me with Sleep Powder. Unfortunately, this giant toad with a plant that's sucking the life out of it is faster than my bird. Which, like, I don't care what type of Pokemon logic you want to use. That's no. No, there's no way a flower can fire powder faster than my bird can fly. Which, my bird can fly. In fact, it is flying, otherwise Earthquake would rather affect it, so not quite sure what's going on there, you know. Logically, Sleep Powder should never hit a flying Pokemon, but whatever. So the game plan right now is just to use Double Team a bunch. So that way, you know, more of that can happen, more Avian evading Sleep Powder. So I believe that's the second Double Team I've been able to successfully do without getting interrupted. And then that keeps happening. I don't understand, like, when the AI does it, like, they become this untouchable thing. You know, they pull out the MC Hammer pants, like, oh, well, you can't touch this, you can't touch this. And then when I do it, like, they still hit me 90% of the time. Even after I do it, like, 3 or 4 times. Yeah, this is number 3. Okay. In retrospect, I probably should have done a couple more double teams, but I was like, I should be good. But every single time, like that, I swear, like every time the animation for leftovers happen, the game like forces time to slow down. And like it's partially why this battle takes so long. A, because the Venusaur keeps healing itself, and B, because it keeps putting me to sleep. Like never has so much nothing happened before. Like the only way you could top this is to have 2 Magikarps splashing against each other. Here's where I start getting really upset. And I start just throwing Awakenings at Avian. And yeah, there it goes again. Like, Sleep Powder, it's not the most accurate move. You know, it's not the most accurate move, and yet somehow it still hits me with it. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, here we go, the Chain Awakenings. See, there it goes again. Like, it's so unfair. The computers in Pokemon, they've always cheated. I mean, we're not talking, like, civilization levels of cheating, where, like, the game flat out tells you it's cheating before you start the game. That's how cheap it is. Especially on the higher levels, screw that. But, yeah, here I got tired of wasting Awakenings. So I was like, you know what, I'll just ride it out. And unfortunately, you know, because of this, the leftovers, like, pretty much completely heal it. So once again, we're starting from scratch. Keep throwing the Earthquakes out. There we go. I finally wake up. Throw a Wing Attack out there. This is Double Team number 4, I believe. Now, remember, if the AI had done this, like it would take me 10 minutes to hit it. Unless I had, like, Swift or something. And unfortunately, like, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. I mean, thankfully, you know, Avian's strong enough that I'm doing more damage and leftovers is healing. As you will see, I believe it's now or the next turn, things get reset yet again. Okay, no, maybe not. This is double team number 5. Right here. Because, you know, as if the battle wasn't long enough, they decide, hey, you know what would make this battle even better? A hyper potion. Yes. A freaking hyper potion. Now I gotta start from the beginning. It's fully healed. And it's slowly healing with leftovers all over again. I suppose I should have been counting earthquakes. That way I could at least know if it was out and I could throw Rex out there, but I admit I wasn't. Mainly because I was getting so angry at this Venusaur for not dying. Like, look at this, we're like 11 minutes in, and the thing refuses to stay down. Just absolutely refuses. And then I start getting worried, like, oh no. What if it runs out of attacks, starts using struggle on me? Like, what am I gonna do then? But thankfully, we're able to knock it out here, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we're 2 down, 2 to go. He sends out a Leafeon next. At this point, I've used 5 double teams, so when his double edge misses, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Should be able to just take the rest of this. I see wing attacks, surprisingly, does not do a whole lot of damage. And of course, it also has leftovers. Of course. So yeah, that's not doing a whole lot. And even worse, it keeps healing again. Like, the theme of this gym seems to be self-healing. And then it hits me with a double edge. And it kills me in 1 hit. So I'm like, well, crap. So I send Rex out. It's like, okay, I've got an Intimidate, that's good, right? That'll reduce some of its damage. And of course it heals. Hits me with a double edge. I think I survive it, yes I do. Throw a flame wheel out. Almost kill it, but not quite. And then, surprise, he has a second hyper potion. Like, this is gym number 4. Alright, this isn't like gym 8 or something. This is the 4th gym, you know, where if your Pokemon's level 40, you're just a tad over-leveled. You know, it's, come on. Or 1 hyper potion is too many here. 2? And then it kills Rex. So I'm like, well damn, what do I do now? So I sent Sparks out. I Intimidate it further. And of course it responds by laughing and healing. So I say, you know what, screw you. I use Thunder Wave. That way I at least have a shot. It's slowed down, and there's a chance it cannot do anything. So I decide, I'll revive Rex. Even when it doesn't do anything, it still heals, which is ridiculous. Instead they heal it up. And then it starts throwing out Swords Dance, which, like, at this point I figured out the theme of this gym is stalling, healing, and then using high damage attacks. Whether it's Earthquake, or Double Edge, or whatever. And buffing, yeah. It's all about the attack stat here. So, I just keep crunching it. And then it's like, oh, by the way, I have synthesis. I'm like, oh, great. I'm like, fantastic. And just like that, it's back at full health again. So I throw Rex back out there. And it gives me a double edge, which, because of all the Swords Dance moves it's done, kills me in one hit. So I'm like, great. So I'm like, let's try Toxin. See, it's fights like these, like this is why the move Toxic was invented. Just for occasions like this, where they refuse to go down, but eventually, you know, their whole life bar will be taken out by a poison status. So, Leafeon kills itself. I guess it got bored of waiting for me to kill it. Takes Toxin down with him. And we get to number 4, which is Tangrowth. Or Tangrowth, or however you say it. So I decided, well, I'm just going to paralyze this too. Look, I'll just crunch it. And of course, you know, big surprise here, it has leftovers. You know, shocking, I know. And then it takes in Sunlight, which is, of course, you know, stage 1 of Solar Beam. And that takes off half of Sparks' health. I decide I'm just going to keep pressing on. Crunch it again. It continues to heal. If he had used a third Hyper Potion here, I would have been so angry. So like more angry than I was at the time. So it fires a second Solar Beam, somehow going 4 turns without being paralyzed. I throw Black Fang out. Okay. Its health, it's getting kind of low. It's still healing with its leftovers, but I should be able to just chip it out at this point. And then it uses Giga Drain. To my utter shock and dismay, it uses Giga Drain. It takes Black Fang out. So now I'm like, crap. All I have left is Kaiju. So I tear into it with a Dragon Claw. And I almost kill it, but don't. And then it uses Giga Drain on me. I'm like, no! And it keeps healing. So I use it again. And I almost kill it. And then it paralyzes, finally. And then I'm so angry at this point, I use Dragon Rage to symbolize my rage at this gym battle. And I win. I know how to take defeat graciously. You won fair and square, so you've earned the STEM badge. Congrats. I deny Avion. If it knew Aerial Ace, at least, I would evolve it, but it doesn't. So now I can use Strength outside of battle, And for being such a good sport, he gives me TM22, which of course is Solar Beam. Which, you know, if sunny day or sunlight is out on the field, is an instant attack and not a charging attack. So in a huff, I leave. My cell phone is ringing. So Blake, the Elite Four guy, is in a tight spot. He found Team Fusion and their bosses here. You come to Mount Stratus and lend a hand. I don't know if I can take on all these grunts by myself. To which I flat out just stop. I'm like, hold on, you are a member of the Elite Four. If you can't handle, you know, freaking grunts, you should retire from the Elite Four, because you are not worthy of the Elite Four. So then I go heal, because my team is completely dead, except for Kaiju, who is half dead. And then I start wondering, like, what should I do? Because I have a Mudkip in the PC, I've got Grovyle. It's like, and I'm kind of torn on what to use. I'm thinking of getting rid of Black Fang, and if I put Avion up, I can grab a second person. I don't know. I do not know. I just kind of... And what I was doing right now is talking pretty much what I just said, but, you know, talking more about it. And, yeah, also venting about the gym battle, which I did that a lot, you know, in this commentary, so I'll spare you my more enraged rant about it all. Then I go up here to this map and figure out where the next place is. I find it right there. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go through here and here, okay. Here is where I was like, okay, who do I pick? You know, what do I do? Because I've got Treezard, I've got Wilhelm. I don't have that much of a great selection outside of those two. I've got the fossils, but they're still fossils, so they don't even count yet. And here I pat Avion on the head a bunch. It's like, I literally would not have won that fight without Avion, because otherwise that Venusaur would have just earthquaked its way, all day. All day earthquakes. It just ruined my life. But just for that, you know, Avion, you're a keeper. Well, not, I don't know about like, keeper in the sense of keeping on the team, but, you know, you will not be released. This is me like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna pick Marshtomp over Grovyle, but whatever. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.